Vladimir Putin is not mincing his words when the Russian president has been warning the West that Moscow is ready for a nuclear war. Now, the warning again came in response to a question that was posed to him on whether Russia was actually really ready for a nuclear war. This when Vladimir Putin was speaking with the television and news agency RIA. Listen in to what was said by the Russian president.
Ну, с военно-технической точки зрения мы, конечно, готовы. Они у нас постоянно находятся в состоянии боевой готовности. Это первое. А второе, и это тоже вообще признанная вещь, наша триада.
Now, Putin also underlined that Moscow is technically ready for a nuclear war and that if the US sent troops to Ukraine, it would be considered a significant escalation in the war. The statement comes just days before the 15th to 17th of March election, which is pretty certain to give Vladimir Putin another 6 years at the Kremlin. Now, Putin's statement has given rise to a pivotal question. Who has got the final say on the use of nuclear weapons in Russia? Now, there are no surprises for guessing. It is, of course, Vladimir Putin. Now, during the interview, he also mentioned that weapons exist in order that they be used. However, he also went on to underline that Russia had its own principles pertaining to the use of nuclear weapons. Now, Russia and the United States at this moment are the largest nuclear powers who control more than 90% of all nuclear warheads. Now, as of January 2023, out of a total of 12,512 nuclear warheads in the world, Russia has access to 5,889, while the United States has about 5,244 nuclear warheads in its arsenal. Now, the war in Ukraine has also triggered the biggest crisis in Russia's relationship with the West since the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. And as a result of this, Putin has warned several times that the West actually is risking a nuclear war if it sends troops to fight against Russia in Ukraine. Now, remember, Moscow sent tens of thousands of troops into Ukraine in February 2022, and this had triggered a full-scale war after 8 years of conflict in eastern part of the Ukraine between the Ukrainian forces on one side and certain pro-Russian Ukrainians and Russian proxies on the other. On the other hand, Western leaders have promised to defeat Russia in Ukraine. However, after 2 years of war, the Russian forces control almost about 20% of the Ukrainian territory that they've captured over the course of the last 2 years. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.